Welcome back, YouTube. Millennial Dad here. If you missed my last video, it's right over here. Today, we're going to be talking about my girlfriend's labor and delivery story to our premature daughter, Audrina. Let's get it! So I got a call from my girlfriend saying that her aunt was going to take her to the emergency room because she was bleeding a lot. And I just wanted to know where she was going. I'm like, why? What happened? You know what I mean? I was all nervous. I was all like, what's going on? You're only 5 months. And then she said, no, it's okay. My parents are here. Don't worry about it. And at that time, her parents were really upset with me because I got their daughter pregnant. But I didn't care. I wanted to know what was going on with her. You know, she was carrying my baby. I was so worried. So I drive there, I get there. Her parents, you know, they greet me. Everything's like put aside. We're worried about my girlfriend, making sure everything's okay with her and the baby. And then the doctor comes out and he's saying that she's 6 centimeters dilated and that she needs to go to a high-risk hospital. But the problem with that is that all the bedrooms in Toronto are like booked, they're full. So they gave us an option to go to Buffalo. And we were like, no, we're not going to America to pay for a medical bill. We live in Canada, where medical stuff is free. You know what I mean? Where we're covered. And then they said there was a room in Kingston. So they rushed us in the ambulance to a private airport. And then we took a plane there. And it was like 40 minutes by plane, because Kingston's like 4 hours away drive. So then after we got there by plane, that night we didn't take nothing. We had nothing. We just had our clothes. That's it. She had her hospital gowns. I had my clothes. We got there. They did what they had to do. They stitched her up. And yeah, we stayed there for 2 weeks. And we didn't have nothing. Our parents FedEx us some stuff, you know, like some clothes, some necessities. But before the FedEx came, we tried looking. Well, not we, me. I tried looking like 40 minutes walking outside the hospital. We're in the middle of nowhere. I'm trying to find like some place to buy something. Luckily, I found a Shoppers Drug Mart, bought some toothpaste, shaving cream, all the basic stuff, you know, and just so, you know, we can pass through, you know, through the days. And then, yeah, we got the FedEx boxes, we got some extra clothes, but while we were there, I was off work for the 2 weeks and my parents were giving me like a hard time. Hey, you need to get back to work, it's been off. And I was young. I was young, 19-year-old, you know, kid, whatever. Like, and you know, I don't know, I didn't know what to do, you know, like she was stitched up, she was okay. That's what I was thinking. So then I'm like, okay, her dad, after that, brought me to the train. I came back and then her dad just got there that day with a bunch of food, bunch of everything, like for her, you know, for us. But I was leaving to go back home to go to work, and because I was working night shift, and she actually left that night. So he drove there for nothing, you know. I feel for the guy. I feel so bad. He drove there 4 hours with a bunch of food. I left because I had to go to work, and they found a place at Mount Sinai, like an empty room. So then, yes, they flew her there. He had to drive back with all that food. I feel so bad, but I'm so thankful that he even thought of bringing stuff, you know. And she got to Mount Sinai, and yeah, she was there for a few days at Mount Sinai. And I was working night shift because I had to start working again. And then I get a text at like 4 in the morning saying like I'm cramping out, I'm bleeding a lot, and that's all the text I got. And then around like maybe an hour later, she's like, oh, I think I'm gonna have the baby. So then I told the guys at work, I'm like, hey, I gotta go. My girlfriend's having my kid. But even then I was telling my girlfriend like, hey, like I'm at work. So look at my mindset when I was young, like stupidity. Like I did not know how to react. But I got out of work, and then my dad dropped me at the hospital. And when I got there at Mount Sinai, my girlfriend's mom was there, and my girlfriend was in a room. At that time she had an emergency C-section, and she was like passed out. She like lost so much blood. Like they said that like she could have died, and that was like so scary. And I did not like, just knowing that, like that was like so scary. But not even that. I got there, and then the nurse was like, "You want to see your kid? You want to see your beautiful daughter?" And then they showed me, and they like, I didn't know what to do. They just showed me my daughter. She's so small, all red. They're just like, "Oh, this is your daughter," but you couldn't even hold her. Like they right away, they're like, "This is your daughter." They go, they put her in an incubator, and it was just like, I was so lost. I didn't know what to do. I was like terrified. You know what I mean? My girlfriend in one room, like passed out, cut open. My daughter in another room, so small. And I'm a father at this time. You know what I mean? I'm a father at this time. I had no clue what to do. I'm tripping out, but I'm lucky her mom was there. Like she talked to me, she hugged me. We like, you know, she calmed me down. Everything was good. And then eventually we got to see like my girlfriend and my daughter in the incubator. But it was tough. It was tough because my girlfriend went through a lot with all that stuff, with all that bleeding, all that trauma she had to deal with, like stitching her up and all that. And then it's like, you can't even take your kid home. You know what I mean? That's what hurt the most. You can't even take your kid home. You can't even hold your kid. Your kid's in the incubator. Like, it's tough. It was really, really tough. They sent her home after 3 days. After 3 days, after it healed, the C-section, she was sent home with no kid. Like, that's traumatizing, you know what I mean? Like when you have a kid, you're supposed to go home with your kid. Like it was really messed up. It was so tough. I feel for her, you know what I mean? At the time, our communication was so bad because we were young, you know what I mean? We didn't live together. We couldn't see each other basically because her parents like were upset with me and I couldn't be around there, and she was pregnant, so she couldn't be really traveling to me. So it was like really, really, really hectic. And you know, like at the end of the day though, like when we were at the hospital and we stayed there overnight and stuff, it's just, we're like grateful for all the support we got from family, friends, always there, always, you know, like if I couldn't be there, her parents would be there with her or her friends, or if like I was there and she wanted to take a break or whatever, like my family was there, like everybody was always together. And actually that's the first time her parents and my parents met, was when Audrina was born, which you see, like that's crazy, right? Like, but it is what it is. You know, we're really grateful for having so much people that love and care about us, care about Audrina, and just so grateful for the family that we have. You know, we even friends, like great friends. And at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. Great people in your life, people that actually care and love you. You don't need millions, you just need the right amount of people, the people that care about you. You know what I mean? The people that will do anything for you. When you need them, they're there. Not just, oh, like I need something from you, so now I'm gonna call you. Nah, the people that you call them and like right away they're there. You know what I mean? Those are the people you gotta appreciate and not take for granted. And yeah, that's basically like, you know, in a very, very short summary of like what happened during the labor and delivery of like my knowledge, because I wasn't mature, like, you know, I wasn't that involved in that situation, and it's so shitty to say. I wish I was more involved, I wish I knew more, but being 19, not knowing anything, being limited to see each other, our communication, like I said, was like horrible. So yeah, that's what happened, and it was just really tough. And then even with my daughter being sick and all that, and being in the hospital for so long, it took a toll on us, but it also made us grow up like really fast. And like, you know, like I said it already, I just appreciate all my girlfriend did, and I appreciate it now, knowing, like growing up and being more mature and knowing like, damn, you went through so much and you still go through a lot, and you know, like I wouldn't be in the place I am now without her. So, you know, I always gotta like give her props. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. I love her off. I don't want this to get too like whatever, but yeah, that's my my story about the labor and delivery, from my knowledge, what I know, what I remember. All right, well, that was my point of view of the story. I really hope you guys liked it. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna try making videos every day and take you on this journey with me. Have a good one.